Hi, I'm Dr. Art Mola, and welcome to Feeling Good. There's a lot of people out there that are overweight, and how many diets have you tried over the past 10 years to lose weight? When it comes to dieting, it's no one size that fits all. It's lifestyle change, and it has to be gradual changes, and don't set your goals too high in the beginning. It's not just poor diet or a lack of exercise that leads to those extra pounds. Sometimes you think you're doing the right thing, but it could be a common mistake for diet disasters. The first thing is a crash diet. If you consume less than 1,000 calories a day, you're going to find that you're probably going to slow down your metabolism so much you're not going to be able to burn up the calories that you are eating. Another thing is skipping breakfast. A lot of times people skip breakfast and they think that that's going to help them control their weight and lose several pounds a week. But unfortunately, when you skip breakfast, you wind up having an insatiable appetite for food the rest of the day, and you wind up consuming more calories. The other thing is counting calories. If you count calories at every meal, you're going to wind up having no weight loss at all, because you're going to find that you are consuming far more calories than you really should be. The other thing is drinking calories, and that can be with a cafe latte or a soda. You're going to find that drinking too many calories can also add a lot of calories on, whether it's alcohol or whether it's even a glass of juice every day. That can add calories. And don't weigh yourself every day. A lot of times people weigh themselves every day, and that sets them up for a diet mistake. So at the end of the day, it's all about your lifestyle. Set a realistic goal. Don't try to lose more than 2 pounds a week, because for most people, that will help them to reach their ideal weight. When it comes to losing weight, we all make a lot of mistakes. But joining me today is Tom, who didn't make any mistakes while losing this weight. Good morning.
Good morning, doctor. How are you?
How many pounds did you lose?
I lost 22 pounds.
And your previous lifestyle, what would you say contributed most to the fact that you were overweight?
Well, I think I would have to say a portion of it was probably due to stress, overeating, cocktails, overindulging, not to the point of being intoxicated, but instead of having a cocktail, have 2 or 3, something like that.
And what made you switch and all of a sudden make these changes?
Well, obviously, I come and visit you every 3 months, and not only the fact that I was feeling a little bulky, so to speak, less energy, I didn't feel that great as far as exercising and doing physical things. But I wanted to get back to a weight that was comfortable for me, get back into my clothes, they make them fit again, and so on and so forth.
And what changes did you make in your diet? I mean, what would that have been?
Quite a bit. The biggest change I made is giving up white bread, white things, potatoes, carbohydrates basically.
Yeah, so the pasta, the rice,
Gone.
the potatoes, the bread, you just stopped eating all of those
I did.
entirely, And what would you say the biggest differences in your overall well-being have been?
I'm walking on air. I feel a lot lighter. I feel it physically, and I just feel better about myself.
So it's not like carrying a big old sack of potatoes that weighs 20 pounds on your back anymore.
Precisely.
And what's your goal? Are you at your
Oh,
goal
I'm
weight
at my
now?
goal weight now, yes.
Yeah. And what would be some of the best advice that you would give to other men, out there, women included, who just simply want to lose weight?
Stick-to-itiveness. I started on the program and not giving into the first few weeks is the toughest part. At least it was for me. And I would say you have to stick with it. You can't make exceptions. Well, Thursday night I'm going to have ice cream. Well, you forget about the ice cream.
And setting up a goal, is
Yes.
that something that
So
you
much
probably-
so, yep.
Yeah.
I agree, yeah.
And you're pretty close to that goal right now.
I am at my goal.
Yeah.
I would just like to maintain it, and I have been for probably about a month now,
Yeah.
since I met my goal.
Yeah. So it's a lifestyle change that has made the difference, and that's what we have to do long term. Tom,
Exactly.
thanks so much for being here.
You're quite welcome.
When we're trying to live a healthy lifestyle, we start loading up our pantry with all kinds of healthy foods. They could be fat-free, low-fat, and sugarless type foods. But unfortunately, that can be a recipe for a diet disaster. Joining me today is Nada. How are you? Thank you so much.
Hi, Dr. Mullen.
Let me ask you something. The 3 worst foods that people have in their pantry, what would they be?
By far, the 3 worst foods have got to be your cheese puffs, your cookies, and your microwave popcorn. Not only are they high in calories and some even contain trans fat, they're also highly addictive, which is why you can't just have one.
And what are the biggest culprits that people basically think are good, but they're not so good?
Cereal is essentially a dessert, but with some vitamins added in, so they market it as healthy. And while some cereals are genuinely good for you, many of them are just so high in sugar, it's better to stay away from them. Soups that are high in sodium, definitely better to stay away from those. And crackers can have a lot of refined sugar, which spike up your blood sugar, and are definitely something to be avoided if you're trying to lose weight.
And how about diet sodas? What do you think of those?
Well, the problem with diet sodas are artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners may not have any calories in them. However, they actually change the way your brain responds to sugar. What happens is that you start to de-link the taste of sugar from calories, causing you to overcompensate and eat more calories and more sugar elsewhere.
So what are the main problems with diet foods?
The main problem with diet food is this. The food industry has 3 weapons at their disposal, and those are salt, sugar, and fat. So if they reduce the fat in a food to make it taste good, they're going to increase the salt and increase the sugar and the other artificial ingredients. And likewise, if they decrease the sugar, the fat and salt are going to go up. And that is why diet and low-fat foods actually are so dangerous for you. It's better to just have the real thing and eat real food.
Are there anything that might be helpful to have in your pantry? I mean, is there any good snacks?
Oh, there are so many good snacks.
Okay.
They're wonderful snacks. The best snack you can have, pick up an apple or have a banana with a few raw, unsalted nuts.
But we're not going to find those apples and bananas in our pantry. I don't think so.
That's true. So if you're looking for pantry foods, go for fruit and nut bars. But look carefully at the ingredients to make sure they don't have anything that you haven't heard of before. Real foods and real ingredients.
So the one thing that's really lacking in the pantry, of course, is the fiber. So you're suggesting the fruits and vegetables and the nuts to compensate for that.
That's right. There are also other fun foods like kale chips are a lot of fun, or even roasted seaweed snacks.
Nada, thank you so much for being here and enlightening us on our pantry, which I'm sure we have all crossed that line and had the wrong things in there. I'm Dr. Art Mullen. Hope you're feeling good.